This is the story of TAP Air Portugal, the flag carrier airline of Portugal. Part 1, founding 1945. In the heart of Lisbon. Amidst the bustling energy of one of Europe's oldest capitals, a new chapter in transportation was about to unfold. The year was 1945. The end of the Second World War had brought with it a wave of change, and Portugal was ready to take flight. On September 28th, Transportes Aéreos Portugueses or Tempo de Atividades da Protrombina em English, Transportes, Air, Portuguese was officially founded. The airline's headquarters would be based in Lisbon, setting the stage for a journey that would connect not only Portugal with the world, but the world with Portugal's far-flung corners. TAP was not just about connecting domestic points. Its vision was much grander. It was about establishing air links with Portugal's overseas colonies, a vast network that spanned from the sun-kissed beaches of Angola and Mozambique to the tropical landscapes of Guinea and snow and but. This was not an isolated effort. The airline was poised to become a vital cog in Portugal's imperial logistics, ensuring that people and goods could traverse the vast expanse of the Portuguese Empire with relative ease. This ambitious venture was backed by none other than the Portuguese government, signaling the airline's importance in the country's strategic and economic plans. With this support, TAP wasted no time in taking to the skies. The inaugural flight took off on March 26, 1946, embarking on a journey between Lisbon and Madrid. This marked the beginning of a new era in travel, an era where distances were shrinking and connections were deepening. Soon, TAP's wings would carry passengers beyond the borders of Europe, touching down in Africa, particularly in the Portuguese colonies. These areas, rich in resources and cultural significance, became central to TAP's operations. Flights crisscrossed the continent, linking Luanda, São Paulo, Dakar, Bathurst, and many more. The airline didn't just serve these routes, it helped maintain the flow of trade, communication, and culture between Portugal and its colonial possessions. As the years passed, TAP's fleet grew. Initially, the airline's planes were primarily used for the cargo transport of valuable materials such as coffee from Angola. However, as the airline evolved, passenger transport took center stage. TAP transitioned from utilizing DC-3s to more modern aircraft like the Caravelle jet. By the 1960s, the airline's fleet boasted around 15 aircraft, a testament to its growth and the increasing demand for air travel. Furthermore, in 1962, TAP took delivery of one of the most advanced aircraft of its time, the Boeing 707 jet. This move solidified TAP's position as one of the most modern airlines in Africa and set the stage for its future expansion. In fact, at that time, TAP was one of the first European airlines to introduce jets into service on their African routes, allowing travelers to traverse the continent with unprecedented speed and comfort. Part 2. Connecting continents. By the 1970s, TAP's network extended far beyond Africa and South America, now flying to major European destinations like London, Paris, and Frankfurt. The airline was truly becoming a bridge between continents. For instance, its connection between Lisbon and London was not just a route, it was a lifeline for communities, facilitating travel and trade. Likewise, the Lisbon-Paris route was pivotal, reflecting the strong cultural and historical ties between the two nations. And then there was the North African leg, where cities like Casablanca came alive as major hubs for transatlantic traffic. In fact, during this period, TAP made Casablanca its primary hub for flights to the Americas, underscoring its strategic importance in connecting continents. But TAP's role was not limited to just transporting passengers. It also played a vital role in fostering cultural exchanges. People from different parts of the world found themselves connected through TAP, bringing with them not just luggage, but also stories, ideas, and connections that enriched the tapestry of global culture. Additionally, the airline's impact went beyond the immediate beneficiaries of its services. The increased connectivity that TAP provided contributed significantly to the economic development of the regions it served. Trade flourished, tourism grew, and partnerships were formed, all thanks to the network woven together by TAP's flights. Part 3. Challenges and changes. However, the smooth ascent of TAP was not without its share of turbulence. The 1970s was a period of global economic pressures, largely due to the oil crisis. This had a profound impact on the aviation industry, forcing airlines worldwide to adapt or face the risk of collapse. For TAP, this meant navigating financial challenges while continuing to provide essential air links to Portugal and its former colonies. Moreover, the political landscape in Portugal itself was far from stable. The Carnation Revolution of 1974 brought about significant changes, marking the end of the authoritarian Estado Novo regime and paving the way for a new democratic era. This upheaval had a direct impact on TAP, which had been closely tied to the previous regime. These turbulent times led to nationalization, a move aimed at restructuring and modernizing the airline. While details of this transition were still unclear, one thing was evident. The airline's history was about to enter a new chapter. The airline underwent a transformation with the injection of state capital leading to its complete nationalization. This marked a definitive break from the past and a step into the unknown. Nevertheless, this was not an ending, but a transition, a stepping stone to what was to come. Despite the challenges and changes, TAP had come a long way since its modest beginnings in 1945. It had grown from a small domestic airline to a major player in connecting Portugal with the world. The airline's journey was a reflection of Portugal's own story, a nation reaching out to its roots and embracing change, while staying true to its spirit of exploration and discovery. Looking back, we can see that the story of TAP is intricately linked with Portugal's journey through the latter half of the 20th century. The airline was not just a carrier of passengers and cargo, it was a cultural ambassador, an economic catalyst, and a link to Portugal's rich imperial past. As we move forward, it's essential to remember this legacy, as TAP continues to write new chapters in its story. If you want to know more about the airline after 1977, make sure to check out our next episode on how they merged with a low-cost airline and created a new low-cost subsidiary. You can find both of those videos linked below. Thank you for watching this episode. If you like what we do here, make sure to subscribe so you don't miss any of our future episodes. Until then, keep flying the friendly skies.